We are going to discuss how to reduce the quadratic form into a canonical form by using an orthogonal reduction and hence find the rank, signature, index and also nature of the quadratic form. Our objective is to get a canonical form from this quadratic form by using orthogonal transformation. So, what is a quadratic form? A homogeneous second degree polynomial in any number of variables is called quadratic form. But in our case, we have three unknowns. They are x1, x2, x3. What is a canonical form? Canonical form is a sum of squares form. It is a quadratic form. It can be expressed only in sum of squares. It doesn't consist any mixed terms like x1, x2, x2, x3, x1, x3. So our application is orthogonal reduction. So based on this canonical form, we have to find rank, signature, index and nature of the quadratic form. So before I move on to this, I just want to tell you working rule on the reduction part. First, we can write given quadratic form x transpose x. From this, we have to write matrix of the quadratic form, find eigenvalues to the matrix A and also find eigenvectors of this matrix corresponding to eigenvalues. Check whether those eigenvectors are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors or not. It is verified only by dot product of those vectors in pairwise. Check whether those dot product equal to 0 or not. If so, you can write normalized eigenvectors. Later you can find the normalized model matrix P and the diagonal matrix D can be obtained as P transpose AP, where A is matrix of the quadratic form, P is normalized model matrix. You have a canonical form, that is Y transpose dy. It is only sum of squares form. There are no mixed terms like y1, y2, y1, y3, y2, y3. Hence it is called a canonical form to this quadratic form. We are given that the quadratic form in three variables x1, x2, x3, 3x1 square plus 5x2 square plus 3x3 square minus 2x1, x2 minus 2x2, x3 plus 2x1, x3. We have standard structure of the quadratic form x transpose x, where x is column matrix, its transpose row matrix. Matrix A can be obtained from this quadratic form. 3, 5, 3 are principal diagonal elements. These are only the coefficients of x1 square, x2 square, x3 square respectively. Later we have x1, x2 coefficient minus 2. Minus 2 can be divided by 2. The resultant value minus 1. Minus 1 can be placed at two positions. One is first row second column position, second one second row first column position. Later you have x2, x3 coefficient minus 2. Minus 2 can be divided by 2. The resultant value minus 1. Minus 1 can be placed at second row third column as well as third row second column position. And finally we have the quotient of x1, x3, that is 2. 2 can be divided by 2. That can be placed at two different positions, 1 3 as well as 3 1. So it is only the matrix A. Therefore matrix A is a real symmetric matrix, that is a matrix of the quadratic form. We have to find the eigenvalues of this matrix. Consider the characteristic equation. Determinant of A negative lambda equal to 0. It gave us a cubic equation in terms of lambda, where A minus lambda is called characteristic matrix. It is obtained by adding minus lambda to the principal diagonal elements to this matrix and equating it to 0. Now expand the determinant along its first row. One can get this equation. After simplification, we have a cubic equation in terms of lambda. lambda cube negative 11 lambda square plus 36 lambda minus 36 equal to 0. According to theory of equations, it has three roots. They are lambda negative 2 equal to 0, lambda negative 3 is equal to 0, lambda negative 6 equal to 0. Therefore, the eigenvalues of this matrix A are 2, 3 and 6. Now we have to find eigenvectors of the matrix corresponding to those eigenvalues. Let x be the eigenvector of the matrix corresponding to eigenvalue lambda. A non-zero vector is said to be only eigenvector such that A minus lambda I times of x equal to O. It is characteristic matrix. It is non-zero vector. It should be zero vector. Our first case, lambda is equal to 2. One of the eigenvalue to the matrix A is 2. Our homogeneous system is lambda is replaced with 2. The principal diagonal elements became 1, 3, 1, 3 minus 2, 1, 5 minus 2, 3, 3 minus 2, 1. Rest of the elements unchanged. It is a homogeneous system. To get a non-zero vector, that is eigenvector, we can expand along its first row. These are only the coefficients of minus x1, x2, x3 unknowns. Write the denominator that is obtained only from the cofactor of first element in the first row. Eliminate one containing row and its corresponding column. You have 3 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Only minor, its coefficient is 1. 1 times of 2 is only 2. That can be presented in the denominator to this one. Later you can write the cofactor to the minus 1 here. Eliminate minus 1 containing row and its corresponding column. You have minus 1 plus 1. The resultant minor is 0. So minus 1 times of 0 only 0 here. Finally, third element, eliminate 1 containing row and its corresponding column. You have 1 minus 3 minus 2 is only minor to this element and its cofactor is 1 times of minus 2, that is only minus 2. Simplify this, one can get this resultant member. You will take the eigenvector as 1, 0, minus 1. We have to find the second eigenvector of the matrix A corresponding to one eigenvalue lambda equals to 3. According to eigenvector definition, we have A minus lambda 2 times of I times of x equal to O, where x is eigenvector, O is 0 vector, lambda 2 eigenvalue, that is 3 only. We have the homogeneous system. When we substitute lambda in the characteristic matrix, that is only 3, we obtained this homogeneous system. To get x1, x2, x3, one can observe that the last row is a 0 row. So when we have expanded these two rows, we may get 0 vectors. A 0 vector never become eigenvector, so that you can expand along its third row. Write x1, x2, x3. Minus 1 is only the cofactor to this element 0. This is obtained like eliminate 0 containing row and its corresponding column. Minus 1 into minus 1, positive 1, minus 2, that is only minus 1. This denominator element can be obtained by the cofactor to the element 0 in third row. So this is only eliminate 0 containing row and its corresponding column. 0, positive 1, but it has a coefficient of minor is minus 1. Minus 1 times of positive 1 is only minus 1. Similarly, you can do for x3. So all elements are the coefficients of minus 1, so that the resultant eigenvector will be 1, 1, 1. To find the third eigenvector of the matrix corresponding to lambda equals to 6, it is the definition regarding eigenvector of the matrix. When we substitute lambda is equal to 6 in the characteristic matrix, the resultant homogeneous system is this one. We can expand along its first row x1 by 2. This 2 can be obtained by eliminating minus 3 containing row and its corresponding column. The minor will be 3 minus 1 is only positive 2, but it has a coefficient to the minor is positive 1. So I have presented 2 there. Similarly, you can expand the second element and its cofactor. 3 plus 1 4, but it has a coefficient of the minor minus 1, that is only minus 4. This minus 4 is cofactor to the element minus 1. Similarly, you can do for the last element in the first row. Its cofactor will be estimated by eliminating one containing row and its corresponding column. 1 minus of minus 1 is a positive 2, but the coefficient of minor is only positive 1. 1 into 2 will be 2 here. So simplify this, one can get 2 minus 4 2 are divisible by 2, so that we get this member. Hence the third eigenvector is 1 minus 2 1. Now to verify those eigenvectors are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors or not. For this, the dot product of two eigenvectors will be 0, then x1 x2 are said to be pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors. The dot product is defined as x1 transpose x2. This is 1 0 minus 1 transpose of the first eigenvector. X2 is the second eigenvector. 1 into 1 1 plus 0 into 1 plus minus 1 times of 1. The resultant one is 1 minus 1 goes to 0. Therefore, the dot product of x1 x2 0. x1 x2 are said to be pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors. Similarly, you can do for x2 x3. We get 0 here. 1 minus 2 plus 1, that is only 0. x2 x3 are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors. Similarly, x3 x1. x3 dot x1 is x3 transpose x1, that is 1 minus 2 1 1 0 minus 1 1 0 minus 1, that will be 0 here. Therefore, x1 x2 x2 x3 x3 x1 are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors. We have found that three eigenvectors are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors. Now to get normalized eigenvectors, we consider length of first eigenvector, that is square root of minus 1 square plus 0 square plus 1 square, where minus 1 0 1 are elements of first eigenvector. The resultant value only square root 2, that is the length of the first eigenvector. Similarly, we consider for length of second eigenvector, that is square root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square. The resultant length is root 3. Finally, length of third eigenvector, that can be obtained by square root of 1 square plus minus 2 square plus 1 square, that is root 6. Root 6 is the length of the third eigenvector. Now the normalized eigenvectors of the matrix A are: first normalized eigenvector minus 1 0 1 are elements of first eigenvector, but normalized eigenvector, every element can be divided by its own length. That is why we have the first normalized eigenvector as minus 1 by root 2 0 1 by root 2. Similarly, second normalized eigenvector 1 1 1 elements of second eigenvector, but its own length is root 3. Every element can be divided by its own length. That is why we have the second normalized eigenvector. Similarly, the third eigenvector is 1 by root 6 minus 2 by root 6 1 by root 6 respectively. Therefore, it is a normalized model matrix and it can be obtained by the normalized eigenvectors of the matrix A. To get the diagonal matrix, we have P transpose AP, where P is a normalized model matrix, A is a given matrix of the quadratic form, and why we have considered P transpose AP. So generally we have the real symmetric matrix and also all eigenvectors are pairwise orthogonal eigenvectors, so that P is a orthogonal matrix. P inverse equals to P transpose. When we consider inverse of the matrix, it is tedious than P transpose. That is why we select D as P transpose AP. So we consider the diagonal matrix as P transpose A times of P. So all of us familiar with matrix multiplication, we have thorough with the rows into columns. That is why one can get the diagonal matrix as 2, 3, 6 only principal diagonal elements, rest of the elements are zeros. Now its canonical form y transpose dy, where y is the column matrix, transpose row matrix, it is only diagonal matrix. After simplification one can get sum of squares form. It is a one kind of quadratic form. It doesn't consist any mixed terms, it has only square terms. So this is called a canonical form to the quadratic form. Here we have to discuss rank of the quadratic form, index of the quadratic form, signature of the quadratic form, apart from nature of the quadratic form. Here the number of non-zero terms in the canonical form is 3, therefore rank of the quadratic form is only 3. Later, index, the number of positive terms that are presented in the canonical form only 3, therefore index of the quadratic form is only 3. And signature, the difference between number of positive terms and negative terms. Number of positive terms 3, number of negative terms 0, so 3 minus 0 equal to 3. Finally, rank equals to index, that equals to number of unknowns, so it is only positive definite.